Hello and welcome to another episode of How Pros Do It. Today we are going to see a very interesting first item build with Batrider, played by one of the legendary offlaners in Dota 2 scene, Mind Control. Let's go.
Let's say certain conditions. I'm kind of with Sheep that I'm worried that if this Bat isn't having a good game, where's the playmaking coming from? It's a mid-alk. Your safe lane is IO Ursa. Neither of your supports has any catch or any slow, right? Like, sure, you would like Tether and Icarus Dive is such a stretch. Like, you really need these mid and offlane heroes for OG to set the pace of the game. 30 seconds. Or as you look over at Liquid, you've got Ember mid, Monkey King, Crystal Maiden, all these heroes having slow stuns, catches. And for OG, I don't really think you solve... I mean, there's a reason PL was the last pick of this game, right? Like, the mid Alchemist is a pretty rough matchup, but aside from that, I think PL thrives in this kind of game. Very good against the Bat, very good against the supports. So if he gets farmed enough, I think that's going to be a concern. So for me, look for OG's first 15 minutes.
Here's the deal. They've got an
get something done. Don't just chill and farm too much. I think.
Who was the first person to think of having an ancient?
Action is necessary.
Go smash their ancient.
What about PL versus Ursa? Like,
It's hands down PL for me. Even if Ursa is very farmed, has Battle Fury and everything, it just gets way too complicated.
He has to go Battle Fury.
He does. The thing about this matchup is the way PL beats carries generally is that he doesn't even need to commit his hero, right? And the way Ursa works, he's an assassin. He fights you one-on-one and he beats you really quickly. But late game PL can just keep sending stuff at you, forcing you to use Enrage, forcing you to run out of mana, and you lose your combat ability. So it's very explosive. Ursa can kill PL if his team catches him. But again, then we're back to square one. Who's going to do that? It's Bat. So eyes on Mind Control in this game for sure.
So Ursa, not really an assassin, more of a warrior, I would say.
Yeah,
what his name in Dota 1 was, Ursa Warrior. So
that's true.
Technically correct.
Curious to see how this lane plays out as well, by the way. We didn't really... Like, Ursa against Doom is generally considered a very Ursa favorite matchup, but I think the Monkey King can be a little bit of an X factor here.
Oh, goodbye, Courier. Okay, one tap.
Tango pack gone. How many Tangos do they have now? 2 on Taiga and 2 on Uragi. So they can still stay afloat for a while up here.
Yeah.
Okay, look at Insania just bullying.
Yeah, this Crystal Maiden as a hero has been a big uptick in pick rate in this patch, no doubt about it.
She's gonna lose 5 move speed sometime soon, don't you?
Yeah, of course. As she does. I mean, is she the slowest hero in the game right now? Didn't Tree get like a significant move speed nerf at some point?
I think she might be the second slowest. I think Medusa might be the slowest.
Well, Medusa doesn't need to move, as we can see.
I think Medusa needs a move speed buff.
Medusa is basically just an indestructible structure. What does she need to...
Medusa has 5 move speed slower than Maiden. I think she's the slowest. And it used to be tied with Techies, but Techies got that huge change at one point where he got a lot of move speed.
So yeah, Ember versus Alchemist. You think both heroes are just going to farm this for the most part?
I think this lane is mostly just a wash. Like, neither of them can truly really threaten each other. Like, Alchemist is annoying with the Acid Spray, Ember is annoying with the Flame Guard, and then you last hit. So, I think...
And then what about
this was without water runes, I think it would be an Alk favorite lane. I think it makes a very big difference for Ember. Because otherwise, Alk could go Soul Ring and probably just bully you out on resources. But yeah, Ember's just going to get a rune every 2 minutes. And
now that Alchemist has this built-in Greevil's Greed, it means that you can actually put points into your concoction, which obviously combos with the Acid Spray because of the minus armor.
Ember can dodge it though if he's clutch.
That is true. You can. But it is kind of difficult, especially when there's not that many. But right now, early on, 15-2 for BZM. Nisha not too far behind with 14-2, so pretty much a wash. See if they, I mean, you talked about the ganking potential or the lack of stuns from the supports of OG. Can they even gank mid without another core coming?
They just can't.
Feels like a waste.
I am. Maybe you can do some sort of Icarus Dive with Spirits.
Sure. We got the Blood Grenade. A lot of slows coming in. Taiga taking a ton of damage off the Fairy Fire, but he's going to get first blooded by Mickey of all heroes.
If they both die here in OG.
He does die, and Mind Control is going to live. So not the worst of the worst case scenarios for OG, but still first blood gold on PL. Not great.
OG choosing to swap the supports around and send the IO bot to help Bat. Probably identifying that with Phoenix, it just wasn't working out. But as a result, I think this top lane, To be honest, Fire Spirits are very good against the top lane that Liquid are running, so I kind of do like this adjustment. It makes Monkey King's life miserable. Oh, hang on, he's connected to mid. He's going to branch to jump.
Oh my god, what a play. Can he get the kill, though? Balance Strike is there. Fairy Fire keeps him afloat for the time being. One more right click will do it, but he eats the tree as well? Excuse me? What the hell was that? Okay, he ends up dying. That was an absolutely sick play.
I think
pile of smoking rock.
Nisha quelled the tree.
Well, was it Nisha?
It was not the Alk. There was no cooldown.
Oh, okay.
He's laughing his ass off. Yo, can we get a replay on that? I want to see it again. I don't think Alk was in range.
What a sick play by his teammate, killing him.
If that was actually what happened, that's hilarious.
Danny getting burned to the ground. Taiga, Tether. That might be enough distance. Yeah, apparently it's not
Still got one.
off cooldown at that point. Be a bit careful on Taiga, but again, it's a 1v2. But here comes the Phoenix from the other side, so Kitrak kind of backstabbing to some degree. The 3v1, there's the dive. Mickey getting slowed perpetually. He's just dead. What's the worst? Well, nice pickup here from OG again. Here we see the replay. Okay.
So, jumps.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Was it 100%?
Yeah, he clicked BZM right now. You see?
Yeah.
They tip him too. BZM's just cracking up. Like, what the hell?
That was almost like a god tier play. I thought the whole time.
I don't understand why the tree got cut to begin with. Like, what was the point?
Yeah,
it was
it's off
keeping up the APM, I guess.
I mean, you know, these
that's funny.
Zoomers these days, they just gotta click their button.
Yeah. I think Nisha should get a fidget cube instead of killing his teammate by cutting trees. But you know, whatever works for you.
Yeah. Fidget.
We're getting some good clips today.
Yeah. We are. That's what happens when you hit the playoff stage. Players more comfortable means they're going to be a little more cocky, and mistakes are made. And that's what we like to see. It's entertaining, at least. 6-minute rune coming up. Foxy looking to steal it. It is at the bottom side, which it is not. Nisha gets a shield rune instead. Jingu stacks are up, so BZM, although being tethered, not going to pursue any further. Has that empty bottle, and would want to get that bounty rune. Kitrak gonna save it for BZM, so at least he gets something out of that bottle now. MC in the bot lane, he's gonna get pounced on. Insania's in the area as well, as his well, actually misses, I think, as now mind control hooked up by Taiga. Gonna potentially pursue Boxy. Sticky Napalm starting to stack up quite nicely. Insania taking a lot of damage as well, but they're not going to go under tier 1.
Perfect case in point about the lack of slows and stuns on the support duo, right? Like, they're rotating down to help MC, but he doesn't have lasso, so the enemy team just run, lol. You know, like, it's not quite enough just yet. It'll get better and better with time as you get more levels in Napalm, as you get that lasso up, but for now they could just disengage there.
Nice blocking here. And Boxy gonna steal the wisdom as well.
Double wisdom.
The other one. That's a huge pick. I mean, okay.
Very clever team suddenly.
Yes, indeed. So how big of a deal is this for people that haven't really been paying attention to? Because there's a million different objectives now.
Right, so one of them. Each wisdom rune gives 280 experience times what number of wisdom rune it is. So the first one is 280, the second one is 560, etc., etc. And they spawn every 7 minutes. To put this into context, the fact that you get a rune means you get 280 and they get none. And they were, quote-unquote, expected to get one of them, right?
Yes.
So you getting 2 wisdom runes is an XP swing of about 1,000 and a bit. And not just the raw number, but what matters a lot is that, you know, this is the point where supports want to hit level 6. You want to hit 6 around minute 10. And if you don't get a wisdom rune, it's probably not happening. Yeah, he's mega dead here.
He's just resigned to his death.
Oh, way out for you, Rocky.
Insania gets the kill. Nice. He's not playing Silencer, so no glaive stacks this time. Nisha was looking for the 8-minute rune, but he's going to get found by BZM instead. Has the Remnant up, attempting to pursue. Nice searing chains, though. MC wants to go high ground.
Nisha doesn't have mod. Oh, he does.
That's many stacks of Sticky Napalm, but the Remnant is up. Concoction's coming. They will not stop until Nisha is dead. Concoction hits. Insania can only watch as his comrade dies, and he might be next on the list. And Taiga not able to get the slow, but it matters not, as the slappity slap from BZM is enough.
Oh, nice dive. I actually thought Nisha was going to find a way out of that with 2 remnants, but they're just too fast. They have so much movement. Oh. The double fake out into not using it.
Well, maybe it wasn't a long enough stun to get the kill. I don't know. MC showing himself in the top lane now.
Zai has the move speed aura, so it's pretty.
And he's going
nimble.
for the Midas build. So Vanguard into Midas.
Yeah, Liquid will feel very comfortable if this goes late game. I think they're happy going Midas on the Doom. They're happy just farming up on the PL. As long as they can stay afloat and not fall too far behind, the writing on the wall should be that eventually Alk will fall off relative to their cores, and they will always be able to rely on the Doom to set themselves up for success.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't try to go for the slight dodge on the concoction, because there were 3 units there. But still a hard situation for Nisha to get out of. You see a massive ancient stack reserved for mind control. And this is going to put him on a new level of farm. He has Vanguard right now, Arcane Boots, and is opting to go for Blink next.
He's actually going to be second in the game with that stack. So we wanted to see a good start out of Bat if we wanted to hope for OG, and they've got it. He's 4-0. He's farming a fat ancient stack here. Going to be a nicely timed Blink Dagger. Failing to get another stack on the camp there, unfortunately. He could have probably pulled that off a little bit better, but either way. A great grab. I'm going to head down bottom to try to not make it feel too comfortable. PL will always feel like a bit like a ticking time bomb for this kind of lineup. So
yeah,
don't let him rest.
He already has the defusal, so already a bit scary. We'll opt for the Yasha, likely into Manta after that. What kind of a itemization would you want to see after the cookie cutter portion?
It's kind of funny.
Well, what do you consider the cookie cutter? Is that Manta Diffu?
Yeah.
You wouldn't include Heart in that, because I feel like you'll go
That's
that 9
the first item I thought of, but
because I think you'll also get that. So the question for me is, after those 3,
Don't look
probably
down,
Abyssal.
Bottom tower is getting
I think sounds pretty good.
Okay, fine. You could
Like allows him to be a true threat. Just if he gets on top of any of the supports, he can kill them solo. He can force out. Gives them some sort of BKB piercing disable.
Dyer's courier has gone to that big mailman cemetery in the sky.
I think Abyssal would probably be good.
BZM's
Could make a case for Scotty too, though. There's a lot of healing, right? There's Io, there's Phoenix, there's Alk. Actually, on second thought, I think Scotty might even be better than Heart this game. So yeah, I'd like to see Manta Diff with Scotty. I think that should be the plan.
See if he follows your advice.
Comes the mech before Io. This is a big timing window for OG. They're very, very strong right now with this Io mech, with the Alk having Radiance very soon. Batrider is closing in on Octarine core. Yeah, it's OG time very soon.
Yeah, BZM's courier did die with Sacred Relic on it, but he's not done with the Talisman as of yet, so might not be that big of a delay.
Boxing in some info here. Only level 4 on the
jump back in. Doom applied to the Batrider. I don't know if they're going to clean him up, but Nisha has come. Taiga taking heavy damage. He's going to be the first to fall, but MC just shrugging off the Doom for the most part. You can see the concoction procced by BZM. They want to fight. Insania they get caught on the other side of the trees, but OG will not go any further.
Considering the fact that Liquid got both Wisdom runes, I'm very surprised to see their support levels. That fight started with a level 5 Maiden and a level 4 Monkey King. On the other side, it's a level 6 Wisp and 7 Phoenix. Because OG have just given more space to their supports to find those levels. Kittrick might have to ult here. Nice save. Not needed.
Now fine, Nisha.
And now he's in trouble.
Yep, they do have last round. Once they get out of the stacks first, there's 3 on him right now. Kitrak's in the area with the egg. Remnant to the tier 2. Is he actually going to get out? Oh my god. That was a millisecond away.
If they recognized where that Remnant was, I think he dies to Supernova, because there was a possibility for Kitrak to reposition and have place a Nova that would also hit over there.
That is true.
But I don't know if they were aware. Like, it can be hard to keep track of sometimes. And nice disengage for him. And good news for Liquid, right? They're playing a timing game. They just need to stall things out. Need to try to avoid bleeding too much. Speaking of which, Boxy will be very beaten to a pulp here.
No mana to speak of, thanks
what
to the
defusal. What the Ursa Warrior tends to do. Uragi with the defusal into...
This'll come in handy.
Battlefield build. Zai's gonna run him down a little bit, but not really gonna lead to anything here. Just pulling him away, showing him who's boss.
Careful what you ask for, friend.
Yeah, that's true.
MC's come as well. They break. Insania is spotted, but no lasso.
Good TP. That was actually really clutch. The lasso was up 4 seconds later.
MC took apart his Vanguard and now has the Octarine. So this is a very popular build on a lot of heroes now.
Yeah.
I wonder if that one's going to get changed. That seems really strong to see an Octarine sub 15 minute.
I could foresee a change where you can't disassemble Vanguard again. Definitely see that too.
Nisha.
Nice boundless.
3 heroes. Wukong's command to follow. Of course it is.
No way, I got
That's
right. They know that.
Indeed, BZM with a concoction to the lasso now. Onto the Ember Spirit. Nisha's in a lot of trouble. Gets off the remnant, but dies shortly after. They lost the Doom as well, so 2-for-1 advantage. OG. Boxy behind the tree line, attempting to TP out. He's fine.
I got absolutely obliterated by the Ursa.
Sani is just going to get run down as well. Concoction in the acid spray. Double kill for BZM. OG starting to take a little bit of control of this game now.
This could really start ramping up. They're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal here. Just keep going. MC gonna force Mickey out of the jungle. Looking for Boxy, or maybe not. Maybe that's a little bit too crazy. No, chill. Yeah, OG with a good ramp up here, and Zai might have to second guess his choices of running in just for now. It's like, okay, if I get destroyed by Ursa that fast, might have to be a little more careful with how he approaches fight. Has the Crimson Guard. I don't know if he had it there. I think he only had the Vanguard. Crimson Guard is actually a pretty major difference against the Ursa as well.
He just finished it.
Yeah, so that will definitely change his ability to go in, but
Boxy.
still.
Oh, onto the tree line.
Oh, nice cut.
Do they have the vision to finish him off? Indeed.
Well done.
Boxy.
By Uragi.
So, one thing I didn't want to mention is Zai. I know that Boots of Travel have been very popular patch, but Midas and Boots of Travel, that's very greedy, it feels like.
It is, for sure. It might be too greedy as well. You could have... There's different ways of doing this as Doom, right? Some people can get by with just Brown Boots Windlace, or maybe you can get Phase Boots. I think Phase Boots in this game would have also been nice, right? You're against Ursa, you're against Alk. There's a lot of value in getting the Phase component and getting the armor. But yeah, it's an expensive build-up, so there's quite a ways to go for him. And man, Nisha, this is one of the roughest spots we've seen him in this tournament.
Yeah.
6th on net worth, not a familiar sight.
Yeah, last place from all the cores.
Yeah, by a long shot as well. He's 1,000 behind Bat. So
this is an Alchemist and a Doom game.
Yeah, both teams have gold batteries, essentially.
Gold batteries.
Yes.
Wow. Is that
better than alkaline?
Yeah. They never corrode.
Battle Fury now online for the Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just stopped listening to you.
The weirdest reaction you could possibly. Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Oh, BCM.
Oh.
He's going to get gone on. There's the Doom, there's the lockdown, and there's the death.
Mickey gets the kill bounty. Really good for Liquid there. It's 1,000 gold kill, of which Mickey gets half. You really want this PL to continue.
Oh, didn't even notice that Uragi was doing Roche during this time. That looks to be...
It's a goner.
A freebie. The Liquid are somewhat close. They won't get there in time.
The Aegis on the Ursa. Could have... Making case for putting it on Bat. Probably not.
Manta now. Online. Okay. See if he goes for the Scotty that you were hoping for, if he goes for the more traditional.
Keeping an eye on his quick buy. He is eyeing up hard for now. I feel like it's got to be close between the two. Like, there's just so many upsides to Scotty here.
This could be a good butterfly game, theoretically, down the road, as Nisha.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely an item you want to buy.
Ursa, Alchemist, not exactly here as you actually want to buy it on. Mickey getting gone on. It's that doppelganger off, though. Looks like he's going to be fine. Hit rack, maybe not. Okay, gets off his dive in the meantime. BZM comes back in with the concoction. And yeah, the relocate with Uragi. That's a scary-looking bear.
Here comes the cavalry. Always got to second guess yourself when you're against Io about whether you can go for moves like that, and Boxy just gets punished instantly. Trying to go on the Phoenix, who had dive ready. It's a nice little pick. Oh, this is going to be a big kill though, and there is no way out.
Last blow onto Zai, and the saddest thing about it, his Midas is off cooldown. Wait, can he use it? He does! Great usage, great efficiency from Zai, who dies a second later, but now he doesn't have to be in the fountain dreading his decision.
Speaking of fountain, hello.
Oh my.
I think this is one of the things that the pro players will improve the most on.
Yeah, they've not been using it very
I think the Lotus Fountains are... They're definitely better at using the gates than they are at picking up flowers.
Yeah, that's fair. Concoction initiation from BZM.
It's gonna be okay.
No lasso though. Nisha, Remnant TP is spotted, but more luck.
Like his courier died, and it has the vid booster, so he's already committed. He's choosing the heart for sure now.
Taiga is gonna take the Wukong's command from Boxy. Not really doing that much damage. Pops the overcharge. Trying to link up to Ursa, and he does successfully. The PL gets demolished. Mickey just bursted from 100 to 0. And Insania looks to be next. And OG just getting everything that they want. Blink Dagger online for the Ursa now. Boxy very difficult to find in the tree line.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower,
Oh, no.
They do find him.
Oh, no. Oh, he has
Attempt to TP.
No mana for lasso.
Yeah.
I am not a betting man. Unless it's
See
bad.
that every day. He has Octarine.
Dyer's middle tower is insured. But if I was,
Well, he's been spamming his stuff for quite a while. So eventually you're going to run dry even with this item.
You can tell Dyer's middle tower is in trouble from the way it's being destroyed as I speak.
Well, Aegis is gone now.
Sweet hell out of Radiant's top tower just got demolished.
And the Alchemist, let's see. Obviously he's had the Radiance and Blink for a while. He's had the casual Yasha. Will be going for the Mantlet. No big surprise. Actually trying to... Looks like he's opting for Linken's for the Doom as Boxy getting gone on in the meantime right next to the Tormentor, which they can probably just do.
Yeah, Ursa great at stealing this. They have good control in the area. They've got their... I mean, their resources are pretty damn low if you look at the mana bars. Yeah, they don't have much to give, but don't
gonna go for it anyway. And Io get the shard. How do you rate this one?
Not particularly good this game. So, I mean, it's kind of nice for Bat, I suppose. To get some spell amp, but... Yeah.
I mean, you certainly would have rather have it on Phoenix, because Phoenix shard is really good.
Yes. I'd agree with that.
AK lead for OG, but again, this is an Alchemist game, so it really...
Does not like Dyer's
well, it is against Doom, but...
It's a very, very big advantage for sure. It should not be underestimated. But at the same time, also don't want to overestimate it either, because any good fight for Liquid at one point here, and the game can definitely turn on its head. I'm still looking at a PL that I think will possibly, if OG don't keep running around and dominating the map, will possibly reach a point that's dangerous, because keep in mind, Mickey hasn't really done anything yet, right? Like, it's 22 minutes in. PL usually will need a bit more time, especially if his team is behind, to really reach critical mass. But it is going to happen eventually.
Oh, they find the Monkey King on the trees. He's getting demolished left, right, and center, but Zai actually jumps and gets the Doom onto MC. Monkey King is dead. Now focusing on the Batrider. And the Egg as well. And down with Batrider despite being linked up. And Zai, great initiation from him. BZM getting pretty low. That Spirit Vessel, Yuragi now starting to work onto Nisha. So he might get that kill, but BZM getting chased by Mickey in the meantime. Has absolutely no mana. See,
he has a dagger though.
Nisha actually staying alive from afar. Has to be careful though. One Earthstrike might do it. Unless
they're not gonna find.
Yeah, Lasso is coming back up in 22 seconds, so they don't have that pure lockdown.
Instead, Yuragi
is all alone for the time being, but his team is on the way. Link up. There's the heart now online for the PL. BZM trying to focus down onto Zai. They're going to be able to kill him relatively fast, along with Boxy. So Nisha left to his own devices, but...
relocate, baby.
Insania is spotted. Concoction just in time for BZM.
Looks like it's going to be a good numbers fight for Liquid there. I understand why they're tempted to go on the Ursa, but they just get outnumbered in the blink of an eye with the relocate coming in, as well as OG's heroes already in the jungle there, just crossing down in the smoke. Ends up being a nice pickup for them. Self-concoction stun, unfortunately, for BZM here will probably not lead to a kill on Nisha. His Linken's is on cooldown for 5, but MC can't find him. And Mickey will go the butter, as you mentioned. Incredible game for this item. It was inevitable. He would get this either after the Skadi or after the heart, whichever one he preferred, and this was going to be the heart this game.
Okay, fine, you can look. It's kind of funny.
Now the question is, what do you do as OG until Roche? Like, are you... Because I think that's a requirement for you to win this game, is that you keep getting Aegis and cheese here.
Especially with Ursa. Salkir's now online. So even more minus armor to work with on the OG side.
Yeah, when they isolate targets, they're going to kill them really fast. The challenge is catching.
Now smoke up from Liquid. Again, Liquid with a 1-0 advantage to start this best of 3 in the upper bracket. They're playing with house money, so to speak. OG need to win this to extend. Hit rack gonna be found. They're gonna jump him. That's enough to be able to pick it up before he can even get off the egg, but the instant doom, Zai's gonna die though. And you can see the Ursa trying to shrug it off to as much as he can. Taiga getting just drawn on by Mickey. That's an easy kill. Yuragi forced to pop his ult. Not careful, he's gonna run out of mana here pretty shortly. Nisha, 30 half HP is insane. He's getting gone on by BZM instead. So the 2 for 2 to start this by Yuragi, getting focused by Mickey. Fowler strike onto 3 heroes. Beautifully done. Nisha with the sleight of fist, but now he's just gonna get bursted. Mickey still doing work. Triple kill for him. That's the one here that can't really deal with. BZM running out of mana along with MC. Another TP coming in. Remember, the egg has yet to be used, and Mickey will try to TP out.
Yeah, he burned them both to 0. He just
like, okay, they don't have mana to stun me.
Yeah.
So I guess I can get out.
Nice fight from OG, honestly. I thought that was going to go a lot worse after they got the Doom out on the Ursa. But they managed to stabilize the fight. They kill Zai pretty quickly once again with the Ursa despite being doomed. And concoction after concoction really made that fight happen for them. And also MC, if the Batrider is unaccounted for in the entire fight, ultimately his mana does get depleted from himself in the PL, but MC did a lot of work in that fight, constantly stickying. He more or less soloed the Ember. Nisha, don't feel like this happens to him very often. He just ran out of outs on the Ember. He had no remnants, he had no slight, and just got bodied by Batrider in a matter of seconds with, like, I don't know how many sticky stacks he had on him, but there was a lot.
Yeah, I figured this would be a game where Nisha would go for around now, like a mid-game Aghanim Scepter, because it feels like you want to go in and out, try to... Because PL is so hard to kill anyway. You need to be evasive yourself.
It does make sense to go for Shivas, though, for multiple reasons, right? It gives you protection against Ursa and Alk bursting you, and it gives you the anti-healing against Wisp, Elk, and Phoenix. So I feel like Shiva is probably overall the better choice, but it does mean that if you don't go for the Axe, you need to adjust your playstyle accordingly, right? You can't... Against this lineup, you can't run out of remnants. They're going to turn on you and kill you in the blink of an eye if they recognize you don't have outs. So, has to keep one in reserve.
Scout out that Roche has now spawned.
Radiant's throwing all they've got at Dire's bottom tower.
As always, if you can somehow steal this away from an Ursa, but now that Ursa's in the pit,
things are looking dire for
OG doesn't know that this is being scouted out from the tree line.
This is really, really important if Liquid play off this correctly.
They'd have to use a gate.
They can't see the health bar, though. They know it's happening, but they don't know how close it is.
Just go a little bit too low. Okay, he shows himself. Foxy! All right, he sacrifices his body for the betterment of society. I don't know that.
Maybe he was close to stealing that last patch. The players don't have like the muscle memory or like the instinct for how fast Roche dies anymore.
Right.
So he might have thought, okay, Ursa's been hitting it for this long. Usually he's about to die here, and he kind of takes the risk. It was so far off.
Yes.
Roche was half health when he tried to steal it. So
Radiant does not like the bottom tower, and it shows. I am not
admire the effort, but that was just not even close.
Oh, okay, he's gonna get bounced and brought down behind the Brigade as an agi hero anyway.
I think any combination of 3 heroes can't even kill him before he gets to Doppelganger. I think Ursa out bad can't do it. They kill this guy though.
Indeed.
That works.
That's one here they can kill, but there's the AoE Doom on the BZM. You can see Ursa actually jumps in, but that means he's doomed as well. My goodness. Yuragi pops the BKB. Trying to focus down Nisha. The Lincolns is already procced. A nice egg with the Sunray coming through as well. Boundless strike on several heroes though. Trying to focus down this Alchemist with that Mjolnir. He's running out of mana quickly. BZM trying to go on top of Mickey now. Pops that Doppelganger. Taiga getting pretty damn low as Mickey tried to take him out first, but it looks like they will finally get the PL. A 3-for-1, and all they lost was Io, surprisingly. Make it 4. Nisha, the lone survivor. CM has already respawned of her own accord.
Game-changing Mjolnir. That did so much more than I thought it would. He gets it for the perfect moment. This fight just... Without that Mjolnir, they're going to lose that fight. It changes everything. He's killing off all the Peel illusions. As a result, he stays alive. Peel kills himself effectively. If you can't kill him, just let him do the work for you. And OG will get minimum 1 lane of racks from him.
Oh, they get the last one! This will be a huge kill! You can see the Ember dropping. Nisha dead, no buyback.
Whoa, is this game just over?
It might be. If they up the fort.
If they could see the buyback status, they might just end it. But they don't know for a fact that there's no buybacks here.
There's still a tier 2 in the mid lane, so if they want to play conservative, they have to go top.
All right, they will.
Which they will.
Oh boy.
This is going to be 2 sets of racks in all likelihood.
Just when I thought Liquid were going to handle this with the PL, that Mjolnir and that bottom fight. It also looked good when Zai went in with the AoE Doom, just didn't get too much bang for the buck out of it. Now 20,000 gold. OG, you blink and you miss it. 2 lanes of racks and 10k gold in 1 minute.
Happy. And they're going to steal the Tormentor as well.
Yeah, I think Insania probably a bit personally frustrated. This hasn't been his best game. We talked about the low-level supports early on in the game. He's been just getting caught and dying a lot. He's got 10 deaths to his name. Yeah, I think if I were to guess, more personal frustration than feeling like the team are messing up, because it was a close fight. It didn't take much. A couple things differently here or there. Maybe stuff he could have an influence on. Better Glimmer usage, or maybe getting nulled off.
Well, now the scary thing is that shard went to the Alchemist. That means Berserk Potion can be used on Ursa if they want.
Yep.
Pretty damn good.
Nice to get an extra spell for the Slight Chains. Frostbite. Good. And OG want to end it now. They're going to smoke again. They have Lasso ready once again. The cooldown's so short. 40-second cooldown.
Tanisha will Remnant away.
Oh, that's not going to stop him.
Yeah, he's fine. Zai instead. That's a juicy target as well.
Buyback.
And yeah, 1 full minute.
No Zyback.
Sania. Okay. Still 5v4. OG with the number advantage, with the massive gold advantage now, and with already 2 sets of barracks.
Middle tower is gone.
We'll be going for the megas and potentially the game 2 victory.
What do you do here? Keep sending in Peel Illusions, try to monitor in the Alpha, I suppose.
Iragi actually already popped his ult, surprisingly.
No, that was just the shard, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't realize he had purchased it himself. Good to see.
Do you feel like they should have different sound effects?
And it's literally an enrage, so no, I think that's part of the charm, that you don't know exactly sometimes. You pop it just as you Earth shot.
Radiant's middle tower.
Ember Spear, but a nice boundless strike to keep him in play. If you have the shield, it looks like Nisha at half HP, but will get away. You know, that's a bigger kill. 80 seconds, and that might just do it. I mean,
nice little very tank hat from the Phoenix.
But he melted super fast. Mega creeps now for OG. Caution from BZN. Pops that Manta to get out of those searing chains and now can focus on the tier 4 towers.
That's attack speed, bro.
Yeah, pretty good. Clapping and chopping. The Chef Alchemist. Iragi, he's going to pop his BKB, but the AoE Doom comes through. He'll trade that any day. Little OG. Alchemist taking pretty heavy damage, but he's going to get healed thanks to the Sun Ray. Now they can just focus on the buildings if they want. Zai jumps back in with that Doom, but it's going to be too little, too late for Liquid. Trying to delay this for their PL, but it's 35 seconds away, so certainly OG, despite this Crimson Guard being applied to the buildings, can just focus it down. Nisha popped back by the Flame Break, Boundless Strike coming out from Liquid, but again, this game is over. And GG's are finally called, so OG take game 2, which means we're getting extended to a full 3-game series between these 2 teams.
Poor Sheep. She's going to have to eat all of her words with that offlane performance from mind-controlled Batrider.
That was awesome, right? Thank you for watching with me. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit the bell icon to be notified for the next uploads. Stay safe and see you on the next one.